ladies and gentlemen, we now like to bring the premiers of the Women's Premier League 2025 forward on the field, please.
So the reserves, and now the premiers.
Casuarina Football Club will line up against the Darwin Olympic Soccer Club. As we look at pre-game line-up. Hello, Dave McRae. Welcome back to the headsets. Man of many talents here tonight.
What a way to start a game of football with a bit of Enter the Sandman to fire you up. This, Axel Deathmore, this is do or die. The team that comes out on top gets the opportunity to play Mindel Aces next week for a spot in the grand final. The team that doesn't, well, it's the end for them for 2025, and they look forward to 2026. So all on the line as we see the two teams, the two captains come together in the middle.
Well, as we get well into Friday night here, it's just gone 10 past the hour in the top end. Dave McRae. Viewers, I hope you're ready to saddle up and sit back for some Friday night football fever.
Well, if it's anything like the first game, Max, this will be a cracker, and I think, again, because there's no tomorrow. There's no tomorrow for the defeated tonight. So they're going to, I would think, throw everything they can at this. I'd ask for your early tip, but I don't have one. We've got the team sheets in front of us here. You gave us a good preview during the first semi-final. So this is third v fourth. An opportunity to keep their season alive. Do or die. These are often the best games because neither side can leave anything out.
And Dave McRae, I'll give you the honours of kicking off this game, and I'll be right back with you in a few moments' time.
So it is Casuarina in the dark and white strip, and Darwin Olympic in the red. We've already had a free kick in early on in this game. So an early shot in anger for Darwin. Ball's in, wide over the top. So first shot in anger doesn't trouble the keeper. And if you've just joined us, you've missed a cracker of a game in the first semi-final. Make sure you go back and watch that on replay on YouTube. 120 odd minutes it took for the deadlock to be broken, and eventually the minor premiers, the Premier's plate, Hellenic managed to defeat Mindel Aces in what was a pretty dominant performance. They managed to take it out 2-1, but they had to put in 120 odd minutes of effort into that because it was a fantastic defensive performance from Mindel Aces. Kept them out while their goal was being peppered throughout the night. That ball's been launched into next week. There's a charge on here. The keepers had to come out of the area. It's going to be brought straight back in. Kicks over the top. Can't find an opportunity. We're playing a bit of ping pong at the moment in the centre of the park. Good physical football. Here we go. Tries to put that ball in. Didn't get enough purchase on it. It's going to run out to that far edge. Looking for, just holds it up. Just plays around the defender. Carry now, good ball in. Here's an opportunity for Darwin. Wants to bring it round the right foot. The defender comes through, has a shot, but all the heat was taken out of it, and the keeper does well. Didn't need to do much. Darwin might be going straight back in though, over the top, plays it off the head. She pushes forward there, shot! Just was going wide, but the keeper dives to stop it anyway. So, last few minutes, the team in red have been peppering those goals. This keeper's got a big boot on it, and that ball's got to hit the sidelines. Darwin doing all the attacking. Good through ball. Here comes a foot race. The keeper will come out to meet it though. The defender does well to get in between the ball and the keeper. Just to keep the offending striker pending down. Bowering down behind her. Gave the keeper some space there. But Darwin have turned something on here and they're doing all the attacking. Beautiful night here at the Darwin Football Stadium. It'll be a late one. After extra time, we thought we were going to penalties. Sounds like it's half time in the reserves on pitch 2. We'll try and get you a score update on that a bit later. Here's an opportunity now for Casuarina. Plays the ball in well, although only to the fullback. They'll have to, well, they might get a chance to reload here. It was a 3-on-1. The 3 wins out in the end. Here comes a good through ball. It'll be a race on. I don't think she'll get there. She won't. It'll be kicked out on the sidelines. And Darwin get an opportunity to launch. Inside the box, bounced over everybody at the back. They're going to send it straight back to where it came from. It's number 4 for Darwin. I'm not sure I have a 4 on my team list. Try and get an update on that a bit later. Here we go. An opportunity now for Casuarina if they can maintain possession. They can't. That was a good touch there. Will be challenged. The defender's almost shoved out the way. The referee eventually calls that. Motions the shove. No, I do, sorry. Ella Fusca, the number 4 for Darwin Olympic. In the middle of the park. Again, Darwin doing all the attacking. Good through ball, but too much sauce on that one. It will find touch off the boot of the 12. Skylar Pricey. Again, I'm probably mispronouncing that. Over the top, that's a good ball. This match looks like it might be a little more physical. Does a good turn there, but picks the pocket. No way is the call. Coming off second best. Katrina Kitosos. I am sorry for butchering everyone's names tonight. Preparation hasn't been great. But we need someone to take... No, it is Casuarina free kick, sorry. Off the boot, it'll be courtesy of Taylor Evans, who's going to thump this long. Goes into the technical area, just gets a deft touch on the head, but didn't test the keeper. Might be reloaded here by Casuarina. Over the top. Just a nice ball off to the left, inside the middle of the box. Cannot find a friendly boot. Might get a chance here to reload. The relieving kick to find touch from the boot of Fusca. And Casuarina now doing all the attacking. In the box, it's going to go straight back to where it came from. Missed everything. Has to get to the plays behind, but it will be, no, it won't be Darwin to clear. It will be Casuarina to reload here. Turns it inside out. Tries to find a teammate. Ends up finding a defender. Good through ball here now. That's a great option. On the wing, she wants to bring this inside. She needs some support though. It's a 2-on-1. She goes down. The referee says play on. Crashing together. I'll need to do more than that. The keeper will have to come in and pick that up. Punches, that doesn't get a lot of connection on that. Plenty of numbers for Casuarina though. They've got to spread this wide, Darwin. Just good use of the body there. Block the run. And just a chat between keeper and teammate. So I saw this in the first game as well. Keeper's not taking the kicks. And that's missed everyone. Darwin should be able to clear at the back. Holds it up. And just finds a opponent's boot. So they will get the throw. Gone 10 minutes in this first half. Launches. Plenty of numbers around this ball. It comes out. Half a shot from Darwin. Didn't really trouble the keeper. Referee for this match, Nico. So we've same officials, but it's the man in charge, Nico Samkos, and his assistants Mark Dunn and Harshdeep, and the third official Eric Ziara. So referee Mark Dunn, who's now on the sidelines, did an exceptionally good job in the first game. And ended up being quite challenging later on as it got very physical. Opportunity now at the back. It's a foot race on. It'll roll over the baseline. There were a couple of cards given in the end. Late, actually, towards the end of that game. Not for actual challenges on the pitch, but for some pitch invasion. So players from the technical area encroached in the playing area after Hellenic scored their second goal. It resulted in, I think, 2 cards, possibly 3. So I don't know how that's going to affect their grand final performance. Hopefully those players aren't already on cards, and they're, although here's an opportunity now. Just got to kick it out, hit the touch line. Couple of the reserves players for Hellenic up on the concourse with the cup. Looking like they're about ready to enjoy themselves tonight. The reserves team had a much easier win, although here's an opportunity now for Casuarina. Played that in. Wasn't expecting it to fall to her though. The reserves grade defeating Mini Laces by 7 goals to 1, I believe. Whereas the Premier team had to do it a lot harder. They need 120 odd minutes to do it. Here's an opportunity. Crash! Use the body. That is a hip and shoulder. That's a shepherd. That's the wrong code. Like a brick wall. You're not getting through this. Referee disagrees, however. Still feeling that contact, I think. Bone rattling. See her on replay. Bang. How's that? Get some of that. And launch this into the box. It's a low ball. Opportunity at the back. It's a goal. She was left unmarked. Had time and space. First touch was great. Second touch even better. And Casuarina break the deadlock. left unmarked at the back. She could have had a cup of tea, a picnic, and some sandwiches. She had enough time there. But again, that came in with a lot of sauce on it. I think it was the left she stuck out. The first touch was exceptional. All she had to do was just place it into the bottom corner on her right. Fantastic set piece. Early on, it was Darwin doing all the attacking. And just like we saw in the first game, it can just turn on a dime. This wonderful game. Another free kick, going to send this long. It's going to find the head of the defender for Darwin. Down that far edge now. Doing all the defending at the moment. There's not as much chatter on the sidelines now than there was in the first game. The crowd has thinned out a bit as the Hellenic team goes, I assume, back to the club rooms for some celebrations after claiming the Premier's plate. They're mucking around with it here, Darwin. Yes, they claimed all three divisions, the firsts, the seconds and the thirds. Stripped of the ball there. Might come back though, it will. Just holds up. Thought about pulling the trigger, goes wide now, looking for the spread. First touch was a bit hard, allows it to turn over, but they're going to sling this back at the back edge. Here we go, an opportunity over the top. The defender comes in, ball almost to ground, and it will be a free kick. Relieving free kick for Darwin. Doing all the attacking now. Casuarina gets through 1, 2, 3, eventually falls over. Referee says play on. At the back. That's a good footwork. Was too much in the end. This will go to touch, I think. It will. The roar of the racing cars in the background. They're all racing to come here to watch a fantastic game of football. She's picked her pocket there. Is it going to stay in? No, it won't. Sends it straight back into the technical area for Darwin Olympic.
That would be the Chariots of Thunder Sprint Car Series in town also this weekend, Dave, as we can hear in the background.
We spoke in the first game about my experiences in Darwin, which, as Darwin have picked their pocket here, keeper almost made a middle of that, was no at the end of that. So this is really my second home. I'm spending every month, probably 2.5 weeks of every month here. So I'm a transient resident. Soon I'll be buying houses and all that sort of stuff. Opportunity, no opportunity here. The keeper will eventually clear that. Every time I get off the plane, Axe, and I go down those steps from the arrivals lounge to collect the bags, there's a new poster up for some new sporting event. Opportunity now for Casuarina. That ball's gone way too wide.
Yeah, well,
governments of all persuasions, I know, cop a lot of criticisms up here, and I know the current government's got a lot of work to do, but I tell you what, every single government, no matter what colour they are, needs to be applauded for the fantastic environment and entertainment that they build up here in Darwin. People forget, well, people don't know, if you've never been to Darwin, it actually is pretty small, and that's a free kick there. 139,000 people in the Darwin metropolis. So cities like Ballarat and Geelong, etc., considerably bigger. the smallest capital in Australia, but I tell you what, boy, does it punch above its weight. And every week there's something exciting going on.
Well, don't you fear, Dave McRae, have I got something in store for you tomorrow? You just be ready. I'll pick you up just after 10 a.m.
Yeah, well, here we go. Well, of course, tomorrow. It's tomorrow. You're on air tomorrow morning. I'm assuming Axe with Cam.
Yeah, that'll be 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Oh, there you go, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
so
wear your best attire. You brought up to Darwin.
all right, opportunity here. Foot race on. Just the relieving. Kicked it over the line just to provide some relief. If you haven't already, make sure you tune in to Weekend Be Heroes, Saturday morning sports talk with Axe and Cam. I'm sure they'll have plenty to say about tonight. And of course, there's quite a bit coming up in the next few weeks as well.
Plenty to unbox, and if you do listen to Darwin's hottest station, Hot 100, well, you just dial that tuner back a bit to Darwin's 97.7 FM from 9 a.m. Saturday morning.
The only place you should be dialed into on Saturday mornings, 97.7. That was just to turn to the referee and had a bit of a laugh.
Also got two other siblings well known to the Darwin sporting scene. The Price sisters, Portia and Skylar Price, playing out here for Darwin Olympic Soccer Club tonight, Dave.
Looks like there's more than, again, like there was in the first game, there's two sets of sisters. And I actually might need you to confirm who number 13 is, because I assume it's one of these two, because I've got two number 3s on my list. Obviously, there's not two number 3s out there. I've got a feeling... so I've got a feeling one of those number 3s is actually number 13. So I'll get you to confirm that for me later on. But
yeah, that's one of Nokeshi is number 13.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe my team sheet came out of the printer first day before it ran out of ink. I don't know.
Possibly.
But number 13 from the top, and then of course number 3, Maria, is of course number 3 on the team sheet.
Yes. Yep. There we go. Opportunity now for Casuarina again. Get a reload here. Tries to turn this inside. Doing a lot of defending now. Darwin. Steps over that one. We'll find the end of it. But finds the end of a defender's boot, and she does well. She beats her second. Good carry down that edge. There was no support though. Up forward. And Casuarina will get an opportunity to reload. Into the middle of the park now. Holds it up. Thinks about going long. Just going to send this wide. A deft touch, but the comms are off. And was flat-footed and couldn't get to it. Big doubleheader again tomorrow. Saturday night football here at Darwin Football Stadium. Reminder, the winner of this match gets to play Mindel Aces next week for a place in the grand final against Hellenic Football Club. The defeated tonight, well, that's the end of their season. Plenty on the line.
And we see an early opening score from the Casuarina Football Club was really set the standard for this match, Dave. No doubt that Darwin Olympic will be looking to get this one levelled and then go one better.
Allowed the ball to bounce. Everyone lost the sight on that one. Comes flying through. Referee said all's fair. Here's an opportunity now. She's thought about sending this to the left. Now she thought about sending it to the right. She's just holding it up. Goes inside. Out to that far edge now. They've got some run and carry here. Holds it up. Chips it over the top. Defending header comes through. Although Casuarina might get an opportunity to fling this back in. Good use of the body. Swings this to her right. Goes inside. That's a good ball out. Look for the cross in. And good defensive tackle. Clears it out. But the ball is just going to be reloaded in. Although, no, that ball didn't find its marker. Either did that one. So, ball turned over again. And again. And again. Here we go. Inside. No one in particular. Everyone lost the handle on that. And the keeper will clear that up. Foot race on. Oh, did really well. Did exceptionally well. Needs some support. Good use of the body. Shoves her opponent out the way. Was blindsided. That's a great ball in. Opportunity for Darwin. The best one they've had. Shoot, scores!
And we just spoke about that, Dave McRae, about levelling the scores and how good was the play from young Skylar Prize, a player from right here in the top end, just setting up a beautiful set of play.
See it on the replay here. All the work was done, led up to that. Just placed it low towards the right, left post, and we are all tied up. And this is what football can do. The beautiful game. We've been down the left side for a large portion of this first half, and then the first real opportunity that Darwin have going up forward. Some great work in the lead up from Price, as you've called there, Axe. With a great ball into the box. And she just, last touch, deft kick, low in the corner. The keeper just managed to get half a minute on that, but it wasn't enough.
Everything was just set up so well by all involved, and that's the quality of football we'd love to see here, up here in Larrakia Park.
Plays down. Casuarina. I feel like they're a little bit shell-shocked by that, actually. Here we go. Good ball in. This is a really good ball in, although well dealt with at the back. They had to concede the corner. Live on YouTube on Football NT. Hope you're enjoying the coverage if you're at home. Enjoying some cold iced tea, sitting on the couch. It's a pleasure to bring this to you. Or if you're at the stadium, watching it on replay. Here we go, ball in, at the back, took a deflective head from the Darwin defender. She puts her heads to her head, almost gave away an own goal, and we'll go down the other end for another corner kick. As Axel Deathmore told us in the first game, challenging conditions up here in Darwin. It's not normally this kind of weather, and it really had an effect on the players in the first game. A lot of cramping. We'll see what it does in this one. Good cross in. Not so much. It's hit the top of the netting. Just feels like there's a bit of a lull at the moment. 1-1. They've only gone. We haven't even gone half an hour yet. Still plenty to play out in this game. That's a good ball. If she could find her teammate, she can't. She did well there, but that's a little bit too much of a runner on the left edge. launches it past halfway, but only to Casuarina, defender. There's an opportunity now. Here comes the counter. Gives a send that wide. Took a little bit too long, but they'll be able to reload here. That far edge just holds it up. It's a good ball in. Who's going to win the foot race? It will be Darwin. And they'll look for the safety of the sideline. Assistant referee having a chat to his cohort, the fourth official. Who will win this? Ends up taking, well, the referee says took not a hand. Here's a foot race again. Opportunity now for Darwin. Holds it up, tries to kick the ball, tries to play the ball inside, crosses in at the top of the area. It was too much. There's no one there. Flailing arm, referee says play on. Kicks that out straight to her coach sitting on the chair. He gets a touch. Launches it in. That was asking a lot. Hard touch. Casuarina will get to reload. It's Evans. Down that far edge. Good defensive tackle. Stripped it with Spicer. And touchy. Assistant. On the close edge, calls it right as it should be, and it will be a Darwin throw. Didn't quite come off they wanted to, and they've had to concede a corner. No, incorrect. Blindsided by that one, and it will be a goalkeeper kick. In goal for tonight for the Casuarina Football Club is Michelle Peter, and in a goal for the Darwin Olympic, Tiffany Perryman plays that. Launched over that one, waited for it to bounce, and the referees eventually find a free kick, allowed it to play on, but to no advantage. The refereeing, bringing it back. Casuarina get a chance to reload with set piece. About 5 out from the box. No wall put up here. And this is the number 3, is it? The skipper, Claire Tyson for Casuarina. It is number 3, isn't it? Eyesight does me no favours. So they do have a wall. The trainer's out at the moment, I think, just testing. Is it a shoulder? No, sorry, it's the trainer, the referee. Just explaining what you can and can't do in the wall.
So just some consultation from the assistant referee as well here tonight. So not sure what they are exactly watching, but I'm picking up, that they are paying attention to something tonight on the field. We just got to ascertain what that is.
Well, he's motioned a shoulder. I'm not sure what I'm assuming he means you can't lift your shoulder or your arm, which makes sense. I'm sure they already knew that. Counter here now for Darwin. Good ball in, foot race, however, will be cleaned up at the back by the fullback. Didn't quite get the purchase on that, the keeper. Again in goal. Casuarina is Claire Tyson. No, sorry, that's the captain. Michelle Peter is the goalkeeper. We've got. Is it a blood rule?
It's Ella Fushka coming off the field. Unfortunately, she's copped an impact to the face tonight. It's resulted in
blood nose.
Blood nose, or maybe.
So they'll be playing down for the moment while she gets treatment. So.
Also making an assessment to the right fingers. So we'll see if there might have been a bit of contact there, but she's in the hands of the medical staff, assessing the blood nose, and sort of rule her out for a little bit.
So numerical advantage for Casuarina just for the moment. Well, she gets, Ella gets her...
the coach certainly wants her back out on the field. They're just trying to...
yeah, coach and medical staff, although it's a good opportunity now for them here. Although, good defensive challenge means, but keeps the ball out, but they'll be relaunching back in.
Trying to work out every possible way that they can to have her back on the field to stop the bleed from the nose.
Well, I always like the what do you call it? The nose strapping that lifts the nose up and it goes around your head. I always like that.
Like
it's a bit much.
A lot of that.
Bit much. They ball up in the middle of the box. Well dealt with defensively by Casuarina. They might get to reload here. Lost the handle on that. Will be cleaned up at the back. Goalkeeper puts the boot on it. She probably shouldn't have touched that, and she knows she shouldn't have. Doesn't matter though. That's fine. Price, Portia Price. That was
Ella trying to convince the medical staff she's fit and fighting for the game.
Well, she probably is fit and fighting. It's the claret probably coming out of her nose that's the problem.
And that's what the coaching staff are trying to have a word to her about.
So obviously didn't need to change the strip, I'm assuming. Fourth official says wait.
She returns to the field. She stands by with the interchange officials.
She's checking her strip as well, making sure there's no blood. Here's an opportunity for Casuarina now. She's got to send this wide, looking for the switch. Referee says come on. So they're back to 11 now. Good use of the body. There's two of them there. That was half a shot in anger. Probably better option. As we're in the shadows of, I don't know if you can read that clock. I think we've got 10 to go, at least, Axe, but the white and orange doesn't work for me as we get Casuarina. Well, the ball thumped past. That almost took an arm or a shoulder. No one saw that. It'll be a Darwin throw.
Yes, inside 10 minutes, and both captains, Claire Tyson and and Grace Doherty, really now starting to tighten up the teams, and the communications really starting to heat up here.
Referee having a chat, and we've... Oh, it's reversed. Not sure why. Left it over is the call. Launches it. Almost found the chin of the Darwin defender. They will clean up at the back. They should clean up. Just real confidence there. Didn't panic. In the middle now. Got numbers on the right. Tries to play it inside. Couldn't find the boots. Couldn't find the friendly boots. That didn't come off the way she wanted to. Casuarina will get a chance to reload. But in the middle of the park, teams come together. There's a lot of faces being used at the moment. Thumps it long. Ball will hold up in the breeze. It bounce. There'll be a challenge on, but the defender does well. She's got some reinforcements. Again, playing keep you off in the middle of the park, and it'll go out. No, it won't go out. It will go out. There's a lot of chatter going on there, Axe. I can hear. 1-1 as we in the
Darwin
shadow
Olympic coach into the players, quite with some passion in the words.
That's a good ball. Tries to kick that inside. Again, gets through 2 or 3. Couldn't get through that last one. She would have been off if she was. She's on an offside position now anyway. Plays that again with her face. Chips it up over the top. Foot race here. She's goal side. Has to come in on the other side, the blind side. I'll reload at that far edge. Casuarina just holds it up here, looking for an opportunity. There was too much pepper on that kick. Keeper comes through to clear it. Almost picked her pocket. She went without it though. Manages to reload in the middle. Very compressed at the moment, Casuarina. Looking for the encounter there. There's no one streaming forward. Now here it is. Lost the handle on it. The opportunity now at the back. That should be a free kick. No, the referee says no. Thought he was going to blow his whistle. There was calls in the crowd. I probably got reeled in by that as well. Call questioning about what kind of game we're playing. Some people have work tomorrow. Yes, we have got work tomorrow, don't we, Axe?
Yes, yes.
Just the passion. It's, again, it's no tomorrow for one of these teams.
Well, the 8 o'clock coffee's starting to look good, Dave McRae.
Yes, if you know a good coffee shop, you got to let me know. I've been it's what I do when I come to a new place. I've been coming up here every couple of times a month. Like I mentioned, almost 2-3 weeks every month, and I'm just trying every different coffee shop I find, trying to find the best coffee in Darwin.
Definitely I'd have to throw it out there and say the Trader Bar Winelli.
Okay.
They're definitely a hot topic when it comes to my morning caffeine fix. However, they're not open Saturday, so you and I
no. Well, that doesn't help me, does it?
Go exploring.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a great place to explore. The top end.
Explore the top end. You won't be disappointed.
You can't be disappointed when you're in Darwin.
Have you had a chance to swim with a crocodile yet, Dave?
I've heard that's unadvisable.
It's
Swimming
very
with a crocodile.
advisable if you do it in the cage of death out.
Cage of death. So what gets me there is the cage bit combined with death. That sounds like it might be an insurance problem. Anyway, we've got I'm not sure what's going on here. I really don't know. And there is some confusion. He needs to know who the ball was with, and he's getting some. Yeah.
I think
also
so
it is a Darwin ball.
Players might need to just be a little bit mindful also how they are speaking to the referees tonight. I feel that would have given away a free kick then, the way that communication was carried out.
Shadows at half time. Is there another chapter to be written before we go into the sheds? Gets through the second, can't get through the third. Going to pump this in the middle of the park. Hard touch in that first ball. Giving it up. Goes backwards to go forwards. Looking to switch here. Open up the field. Asks a bit of her teammate. Turns her inside out to the defender. Here's an opportunity for Casuarina late in the half. Kicks in. Didn't get a purchase on that. Had to get second by the cherry, but did well. Confident was that keeper. Best opportunity we've had for a while. Another good ball in. The flag stays down. Opportunity now. If she can get it across, there's no one at home. There's no one at home. Two challenging moments at the back end for Darwin Olympic. But again, the keeper, Tiffany Perryman, had to take 2 bites of that cherry, but did not stress at all. And we've got a goal scored on the second pitch. In the reserves second semi-final, we'll see who scored that. He had her pocket picked there. Darwin now looking to reload, although it will be Casuarina. Couldn't find the boot of a teammate. Pushed out of that, bodied out of that. Eventually she was down, did enough work. Free kick was there, no doubt about that. Kitsos. I think I finally got that name right. Kitsos in the 18. Sends that. Saw a player out there wide looking for an option, looking for a switch. Probably didn't have enough juice on that one. Through ball in. This will be a foot race. The Keeper's going to come out of her box. Tries to boot that long. It'll be reloaded by Casuarina. Or will it? Counter now for Darwin. Out wide from that 8 again. Kitsos again.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a score update in the Women's Premier League Reserves Elimination Semi-Final. Peru 1, Port Darwin 0.
And there you go. Port Darwin trailing in the second semi. Here's a great opportunity. Flag stayed down. Keeper has to come out. Off her line. There's no one in the box though for the cross. Hits the keeper. Is that what I think it is? No. There's a yellow card for remonstration. The only person that makes the decision on the park is the referee. For 1 second, I thought that the referee was going to blow a penalty. It's just a free kick. Well, what's going on here? Is he showing 2 yellow cards? He can't be. Having a chat to the keeper. You might be able to give us some insight down there, Axe, about what's going on, but I'm not sure why he needed to speak to the keeper. But I'm pretty sure the card was for, well, what I call players officiating. Again, referees don't like being told when to give free kicks. Opportunity now for Casuarina. Shadows are half-time. Set piece. Right on the edge of the box. Puts it up. It's a side netting. Is there something else to be written before we head into the sheds? I don't know how long we've got in injury time in this first half. Ball's going to put straight back to where it came from.
Dave, just a bit of insight from our interchange official, our referee. Hands on the ball outside of the box. So the goalkeeper receiving that infringement for hands on the ball outside of the box. So could have been a red. They've cautioned with a yellow, so we'll see how that goes through the night. Yes, actually,
that's... I think that's a very brave decision, to be honest, actually. If it was hands on the ball outside the box, I'm surprised it's not a red.
I feel like in a game like this, where now it is 1-1, they're the decisions you really don't want to be getting wrong.
That's a good ball. Flag stays down. It runs out. She wants to play on quickly. In the box. Coming straight at it as a defender. Almost lost her handle. She's fallen over. The cross finds no one, though. We haven't had an indication of how much time we've got. Or out of time, I should say. Had some cramp already. We saw how much that affected players in the first game. I've got a feeling it might have also had something to do with the result in the end. I think it was that's half time there. But to say it was the Mindel Aces that probably suffered the most from that cramping. They looked like they had players out on their legs. So that is half time. And it's a bit of deja vu all over again because we are locked at 1-1 in the first half of the second semi-final. For one of these teams, they get a chance to play the Mindel Aces for a spot in the 2025 Grand Final. For the other team, the team that comes out on the wrong end of the scoreboard, it is the end of 2025 for them. We're going to take this opportunity to catch our breath, have a rest, get some refreshments, take a break, don't go anywhere. We will be back very shortly for the second half. Oh no, we're going to go straight down to Axe, and you've got a chat with us with the skipper of Casuarina, Claire Tyson.
Claire with me at half-time. This is a very important match for you guys, and it's fiery out there. We can see that after a regular season, We go into the finals, but a fiery game tonight.
Yeah, it's been fire from both teams. Everyone's putting in a big effort, so we just got to keep going and keep the momentum going and hopefully get the win.
You were lucky enough to open up with a goal tonight. They've come back. Darwin Olympic has leveled that score. What does that mean going into the second half?
Hopefully we can continue that for the first, like we did in the first half, come out firing. We just need to be able to hold them off, not let that goal through, easy goal. So it's going to be a tough second half, but hopefully we can get through.
The season so far for Casuarina, it's been good?
Yeah, it's been a great season. I mean, we've had some injuries and lots of players out, but we've come together and we've proved that we deserve to be here, so we're just going to keep going.
An early build-up and some odd weather conditions here for the top end. How does that affect the players' performance? And obviously, a few players cramping up in the earlier game. How does that affect playing out this, but with this weather?
Yeah, it was a bit of a rough start, having that delay. Obviously, we weren't prepared for that, but we made sure we warmed up properly, and the weather's been good, been a bit cooler, so we're very grateful for it.
Well, however the game plays out in the second half, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Dave?
Great insight down there from Action, the skipper of the Casuarina Footy Club. We're going to take a break. Don't go anywhere because one of these teams is going through to next week. One team, well, they're looking forward to Man Monday in 2026. It's semi-final 2, the Women's Premier League. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the second half shortly. Welcome back, Darwin Football Stadium. Second half of the second semi-final. It's all tied up here. Casuarina and Darwin Olympic 1-1. And across the park on field 2, I can confirm Garuda is up 2-0.
Did you just say Saturday night?
Did I say Saturday night?
You said Saturday night, Dave McRae. Don't get overly excited. It's Friday night football, Dave McRae.
Double header as well tomorrow, the men's semi-finals, double header, but we've got a game here to get underway. For one team, they get to play next week for a shot in the grand final against Hellenic. For the other team, it's good night, Irene, and it is the end of 2025. Waiting for the referee's whistle. There's almost a carbon copy of the first game. Are we going to have as much drama as we did then? We went to overtime and the final result happened just 2 minutes towards the end of 2 halves of extra time. I'll tell you what, if that happens, I'll be buzzing all night. I don't know if I'll be able to get to sleep if we end up going to an extra 30 minutes of extra time here.
Cheers, girls. Get ready to start the second half of the Women's Premier League Elimination Semi-Final.
Here we go. 45 minutes to determine the season of these two teams. Casuarina going to look to, well, they look to switch this. It finds the middle of the park, and Darwin does well. Good through ball here on the left. She needs some support inside the middle of the box. Doesn't come off, mucking around at the back. Casuarina, though, will clear eventually. In the middle of the park again, playing a bit of ping pong. Offside flag is up. And Casuarina get a relieving free kick. The first 2 goals in the second half. Very entertaining if you've missed that. We'll be showing them the highlights later, I'm sure. Here's an opportunity, the first real one. They've put too much pepper on that. The keeper, it's an easy collection at the back. Keepers for these two sides, as I mentioned in the first half. For Darwin Olympic, it's Tiffany Perryman. And for Casuarina with the gloves, and between the post, Michelle Peter. Darwin now, here's a ball in, the flag stays down, opportunity on the right, she's got a player coming in on the left, she decides to take the shot. Straight into the hands of the keeper. High ball, the wind has an effect on that, allowed to bounce. Good header. Good touch too, first touch, he needs some support, manages to turn the defender inside out, crosses into the box, good opportunity, high ball, the keeper does well. There's a call for a goal. Was she over? No, she wasn't. She looked like she was deep inside the goals, but kept her mitt outside. Immediately on the counter, Darwin goes down, no, only ball there. Keeper held her nerve, gets the high five from her teammate. Drama at both ends. Have a look at the replay here.
Well, that last set of play
here
there
we go.
on the other
I'm
side
just
of the...
looking at the replay here. Axe. Oh, people are going to look. Oh, yes, no, that was out. That was not a goal. Good refereeing as normal. It's great to have them on the big screen here so all the supporters can see that referees are doing a fantastic job. Well, we've had some drama. Sorry, Axe, I cut you off.
You're right, DM. It was just interesting, that last setup. We just watched the replay. The players were appealing that it was in the nets, but the referee ruled it wasn't. So
and
it's an appeal from the players.
And that replay proving their decision correct. As it normally is, that wasn't a good ball. Opportunity now, she's one out. The keeper has to come because the first touch was a bit too hard. She lost the handle on that. Trying to get away from the defender. Running down behind her. and just put the ball a bit too far out in front of her. The keeper held her nerve. Casuarina again immediately on the counter-attack though. She's got to beat two. Tough challenge. Calls for a free kick, not coming. I'll get to clear here. So relieving ball finds the sideline. Inside, both players sort of avoided that one. Casuarina looking to clear, but only as far as... Oh, that was... I felt that from up here.
Certainly was felt right here, metres from the action.
Jesse Newcomb just took that one on the body and just then turned around and kept going. I'd be still rubbing me guts, I think. So just a bit of a lull in play after a frenetic few minutes to start this first half. A reminder, we've got a double header coming here tomorrow as well. Same bat channel. Double header, semi-finals Men's Premier League. Looking forward to that. Should be a cracker.
Just a score update regarding the Women's Premier League reserves knockout semi-final. Garuda SC2, Portdown Football Club 1. Garuda will be playing middle races at the preliminary final next week. Thank you for an amazing season. We wish to see you again in 2026.
So confirmation, Garuda are through. And they will play again for a spot in the grand final next week. Plenty of Casuarina players around there. Plays that in. Good ball out. She's got an option on the left. Bit of trip to the light. Fantastic. I love that. Holds it up. Plays it to her left. Plenty of contact. Has to stop and prop. And in the end, the attention from the defender did enough. They're going to have to reset here in the middle of the park. Got an option far out wide here. Where does she go? She thinks about it. She goes inside. Good ball in. The call to pull the trigger. Sends it out to the left. In the end, there wasn't enough sauce on that one. Doesn't really trouble the keeper. Great build-up, though. Plenty going on in the stands. They've been treated to some pretty good football tonight. Good to see they're enjoying themselves. Casuarina with an opportunity now. On the counter. Good ball in. Outside here. Kicks that over the top of the goal. And we've got an early...
Looks like you might be a HIA for a Casuarina Football Club player.
She's coming off holding her head. And I'm no expert there, Axe, but that looks like a really strange medical assessment down there, but we digress. That ball's gone out.
Trying to establish the assessment, what the outcome is.
Well, she actually is in distress. I don't know. I can't see the number there. Actually, might be able to see it, but she is in distress. So clearly an issue down there. So
Chloe Shug from the Casuarina Football Club.
Yeah, in significant distress there. So they've currently a player down.
Concerns around tension in the neck and the back of the head.
Yeah.
Not what we want to see in. We don't want to see it in any code of sports, Dave McRae. A head injury or any injuries indeed, but of course a head injury is not what we want to see in any level of sport.
She's holding her head, so it looks like... No, she's going back on, so medical staff happy with that. she gets the round of applause. Good stuff. She gets the cheer on from the crowd. They've got a fan base. Here's an opportunity now for her team, though. Kicks that towards the goal again. Not enough pepper on that one. The keeper's got to clear this into next week. It's a chase on, allowed to bounce. And it's going to be cleared right over the fourth official's head.
So we're just looking, just listening in with Chloe Shoggan, the assistant referee. She was a head injury, but she's been cleared to return to the field at her own discretion.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. Can't remember the actual incident where that happened, but it could have been a back play, I'm sure. But she's back on the field now. Waiting for the ball. No ball kids tonight. It's past their bedtime. It's like Sunday football. You've got to collect your own ball. Inside the box now. There's no one at home for Darwin. No, here we go. Out to the top. Good ball. Sorry, good boot. Just managing to reel that in. Look for the cross coming in now. The defender's boot gets in the way. They'll look to counter here. Good challenge. Although Casuarina, no, they won't clear. They will now. Good through ball. The flag stays down. Opportunity now. The keepers come off their line. That ball has gone wide. It has gone wide. An opportunity goes begging for Casuarina. The keeper had to commit. Held her nerve. And the striker, who probably had a little bit more time and space than she thought, has just settled. She sent it well wide.
Chloe Shug there, Dave, just speaking to the head trainer. In the last header she's taken, the ball's come down hard, and with her braids, the way she's got her hair braided, it's just an unlucky combination with the hard soccer ball and the braids. Unfortunately, just a little bit too much of an impact down on top of the head.
Great work down there, as always, Axel Deathmore. He is the man on the touchlines for almost every sport. If you need someone in the know, Axel Deathmore knows it, and if he doesn't, he goes finds it out. All right. Back to play. Casuarina now. As that wind is blowing. It's been up and down all day, all night I should say. Blowing across the ground from that right post. I might get a chance to reload here. Holds her nerve, does the ball carrier. Here we go. Good counter here. Oh, lost. Just a flailing boot there. Get off it is the call. I'm not sure what she's on, but whatever it is, I wanted to get off it. So it gives an opportunity for Casuarina defenders to get back as well. So a bit of a professional foul there. She's going to send this deep. Top of the box. Finds the header of the defender. Up and under. That won't stay in. Or will it? It does. But pocket is picked by Casuarina on the counter. Too much on that. Looking to counter now is Casuarina. Goes down that far edge. Back to where it came from. Opposite number fell over. Couldn't get the through ball in. She'll get a second opportunity. Plays it inside the park. So very compressed. All the players right in the middle of the deck at the moment. Not much space. Very congested. Holding it up here. Waiting for some movement. Here it comes. That's a good ball. Sends it out to the left. Look for the spread now. She's going to have to put the motor on. She's not going to get there.
Darwin Olympic Soccer Club just starting to look for a substitute now to bring onto the pitch.
So first sub will come on, number 9. Tanya Coites?
Quetis?
Well, yeah, well, we'll work it out. And that's number 12. Is that number 12 that's just come off?
Skylar Price.
Skylar Price. Well, there you go. One of the Price sisters has come off. So her night is done. She's been instrumental up to this point. So the first trigger is pulled by Darwin Olympic when it comes to the substitutes. Ball in hand now. Romy Milligan. Jesse Newcomb just puts that out. And Milligan will get another throw. Right in front of the technical area for Casuarina. They'll have to, no, they'll just let this roll over the baseline. Just get the feeling that this game is just waiting for someone to break it open. Been very tentative at the start of this second half. Middle of the deck again, very compressed. All the players collectively in a 20-metre radius. Darwin City, she's got an option on her left. Goes inside, crashes into the opposite number. Jesse Newcomb. Kitsos will get an opportunity to launch this in for the first set piece of the second half. Referee bringing the wall right back. She's about, let's say, 1.5 metres out of the technical area. The referee giving the wall the instructions of what you can and can't do. I think that's Kitsos. 18 it is too. So the wall jumping up and down. Not sure that's a good option. Kicks in, hits someone, hits her in the head. She just, I think it was the head. Was it the head? I don't know. It was the head, neck, facial area. Took her a couple of minutes, couple of seconds to reset. Had the Windows music. She eventually woke up and cleared the ball. Plenty of numbers around this, very congested. Casuarina will eventually clear down that close edge. Although only as far as the fullbacks for Darwin City. That was asking too much. And the number 6 again. Newcomb clears that. In the hands of the opposite number, Milligan.
Well, Dave McRae, we've got a few of our online viewers just giving us a few messages, saying a great game of football down here. Shout out to a good mate of mine, Antonio, tuning in thanks to the local media services live stream.
Well, thank you, Antonio. I know there's been a couple of suggestions, let's put it that way, about commentary. We always like suggestions.
But always,
so
yeah,
we're welcoming all your suggestions and all your comments online, wherever you might find them, Facebook, YouTube. I'm not sure if we have a live chat. I think we've got comments. Jump online. Tell us how bad we are. Of course, the football's always better. Opportunity here. Hard contact there. Chipped over the top. No one at home. But cleared the back. She's lost her feet, though. Casuarina getting a chance here on the counter. Great ball on the left. Run through. She's got a number coming in the box now. Holds it up. Here comes across inside. She couldn't get her head to it. And it will roll out. Great build up there. The first real opportunity Casuarina have had in this second half. We see on the replay here, did all the work here. Really good positioning, I think that might have been Newcomb in the box. Just couldn't get high enough to get her a noggin on that one. That was a really good cross. Sends that back to where it came from. Mucking around with it a bit here. And in the end, it's going to be turned over. They want a quick throw in. Gage. Pearson will get the ball again.
Well, the DOSC bench are just warming up 3 of their players, so this may indicate a substitution or 2 or 3 likely to happen very soon as they warm their players up.
3 consecutive throw-ins for Casuarina. Outside the box now, plenty of contact there. Casuarina, however, will get to reload. Good ball in, although read well at the back. Teammates come together. I'm not sure what happened there. They just stopped. Crashing through like a freight train. Didn't have any effect. That was Melios, the number 5 for Darwin Olympic. And this is the 4th or 5th throw in that Casuarina have had inside the attacking zone. Inside the box now, there's no one home, but the defender for Darwin City reads that well at the back. The flag was up, was it? Unsure. I think it was.
And a little bit of frustration shared from the bench of the Darwin Olympic Soccer Club after the 2 players coming together, ultimately putting...
Yeah, they just stopped, didn't they? They just stopped. It was weird.
Stopped straight in the path of each other, and certainly not something you would expect.
Yeah,
you know,
they had a chat about it. Well, Gage Pearson just sort of... I don't think she realised there was well, no, she's got the ball, but read that well, actually. Good ball in now, just lost the handle on that one. Doesn't matter because they're going to get the throw. It's Chen Michelle, 13. She's been difficult to handle up forward. You've got a feeling that she might have a say when it comes to the result of this match. Played up over the top, it'll be headed over again. And we've been playing predominantly in this zone for a while now.
Sophie Fox in jersey 11 for Darwin Olympic is set to come on in the next few moments, passing the interchange card to the interchange official.
Played down. They'll go back to go forwards. Thumps this to no one in particular. Challenge from the back. That's Michelle Chen again. She's been a handful. Ends up winning the ball back for her team. Thumb wide, you saw a player on that left edge. Arm handball. So it will be a free kick. The referee did call subs, but we're taking a while and coming off. Wanted to see who this is.
That'll be Portia's Prize. Will be coming off for the bench.
Well, there you go. Both Price sisters have come off now. So Darwin Olympic have rung 2 changes. We've gone past the hour. There's some coaching going on the sidelines here for Darwin Olympic. Ball goes nowhere near anything. This game is swinging in ebbs and flows. Who is going to write the final chapter?
Coach is just passing a message to the paddock to start talking. Up that communication a little bit out there.
As we mentioned, there is no tomorrow for one of these teams. Plays that well, but the defender held her nerve. Will be able to clear out here. Goes backwards to go forward just to keep this, and it was going to be a corner. It'll be a corner.
You got to give the number 6 bearer the credit for the effort to try and keep that in play. Young Romy Milligan working those legs tonight on the park.
So it's going to be a late finish here tonight. We're almost ticking towards 11 o'clock. It'll be after 11 when we finish this one. Hopefully we don't go to extra time. So I'm sure the players will be worse off for it. At the back now, opportunity, kicks it in. Another shot, goal. Did that go over the line? I'm not sure it did. There's arms, hands, everything in the air. The flag is up.
How good does that replay look up on the big screen?
Oh, that was close.
Oh.
the crowd,
engines in it, Dave.
The crowd likes that too. Bit of drama here at the Darwin Football Stadium. Friday night at the top end, the best end to be at.
I don't envy the goalkeeper's position right now. I'll stay right here on the sideline.
Nerves. You've got to have nerves of steel. As a goalkeeper, nerves of steel, and have absolutely no concern for your own safety.
Quick reflexes.
And that also helps. So, complete opposite of me. Here we go. Oh, they're mucking around with it at the back. Cleared header though. Top of the box. Challenged well. Wants to get that on the left. Kicks that in, but there was no one home on that left edge to take advantage.
I feel like these players staying out late, not being home, is certainly affecting the chances on goal here tonight. In both this game and the early game we saw up there, Dave, I really think that being at home is vital and key to success in tonight's closing 20 minutes of our Friday night football.
Got the extra stream on here in the commentary box as well, and the broadcast team slowed that replay right down. Here we go, opportunity here. Oh, the referee didn't allow advantage. Yep, so it's a late night for these athletes, but I'll tell you what, there's no tomorrow. So you'll be going to bed. I'll tell you what, if you're going to bed late, you'd much rather go to bed late a winner. So we're about, I'm going to say 7, 8, 9 metres outside the area. Referee sets the wall.
With a chance now.
First set piece for Casuarina in this second half. Thumps it well, right into the keeper though. Got past the wall. Keeper did well, held a line. Wants to go quickly. There's no one at home though. Aside from 3 defenders for Casuarina. Ball is out.
Keepers earning their paychecks tonight here at the
Well, they
football stadium.
not just did not in the first game too. Some ridiculous saves, and in the end, it was the goals scored were for some I wouldn't say forgettable, but in the end, the dam broke. The keepers were asked a lot. $27 shots to 9. Axe, 27 shots to 9. I mean, that's incredible that the Aces managed to keep out Hellenic for that long. I'm not sure what the Casuarina defenders were thinking there. They kind of all just ball watched.
Zara Bella set to come on from the Darwin Olympic Soccer Club, if I've said that right.
Sure you have.
I get the nod from the athlete herself. She says yes, confirm.
Nice.
That is how you say my name. That's a good start for tonight. Thank you. Thank you. Done well, she says. That's good. We can put that one in the compliment book.
Beats the defender, turns it inside out, beats 2. Although her teammate lost the handle on it, they'll reload here. Chips over the top. Running onto this one. Manages to keep it in, although only as far as her teammate.
And young Brittany will head on for Casuarina Football Club in an interchange late into the game.
Tell you what, Michelle Chen, if she's given some good ball, she will find the back of the net. She's causing all sorts of havoc up front. Diminutive little forward, probably the smallest player on the pitch. Quite the opposite of what we saw in the first game. We had some big power forwards, but she's causing havoc. She's quite quick. She's quite strong as well. So if they give her some good service.
Lana Spicer comes off for the bench. We'll go and get a well and rest after Spicer. Hard work out there for 73.5 minutes. Brittany to take the position on the field.
Plenty of numbers at the back there for Casuarina. Again, very congested in the middle of the park. The ball will be flung back into the middle. Reloaded by Olympic though. Playing a bit of keepies off at the moment. Almost lost the handle on that. Just mucks around with it. Olympic will get an opportunity here. She just sticks the boot out as the defender. I think that was Morgado, Melissa. Probably pronounced that incorrect. Morgado. There's another substitution look like going on down there. It's a long range shot to nothing in particular. The ball will eventually find touch. So I'll just leave the pronunciation to that substitution to yourself, Ax, because you did so well. I'm not even going to try.
Young Zarabella Lawataris takes the field for the Darwin Olympic Soccer Club.
Solid work. Well, we're getting towards that as we creep further and further towards the 90-minute mark.
And a very fatigued Nikes comes off in the 13 jersey for the Darwin Olympics.
She's going to kick this to touch.
Whoa.
Keep it out. Breeze has picked up again. It keeps coming and going throughout the night. Oh, great header here. Plays in the 17. Mucking around at the back, Olympic. The diminutive forward, Michelle Chen. On here, it's a foot race. Loses her feet, that's the defender. He needs some support though. She's in the box. She's got nothing coming on. It comes across. The keeper sticks her hand out. Does enough. That should be a corner.
It's a bit all over the place, the weather tonight, Dave. It's gone from 17 kilometres an hour from the southeast up to 26 k's an hour gusting, and humidity creeps up to 30% at 27 degrees. Won't be reaching our low temp of 23 degrees in the top end tonight.
Dumps that long. Olympic should look to reload here. There's no one at home though. Defensive header in the middle of the park. Wants to chip this up. Again, plenty of numbers at the back for Olympic. Although that far edge, she just heads it to her advantage, but not enough. It's going to run out over the line. Congestion again in the middle of the park. Thumps that long. That'll run eventually. No, it won't. Oh, it's kicked out. So good positioning here for Olympic. I'll get the throw. Launches it just inside the box, charging at that. She couldn't get a handle of it. Here's Chen. She's been wily. Can she maintain possession here? Keeps that in. Yes, still going. But loses the handle on it. Again, good solid contact there. I'll give Casuarina the ball back. Down the close edge, and we'll just thump that out off the forehead. Long throw at the back again. They're just advancing themselves up the ground here, Casuarina. Gage Pearson again. Manages to clean up the second effort. Goes back to her. Turns. And referee's found a free kick from the arm. And good positioning here in front of the set piece for Casuarina. Will be Taylor Evans with the kick, and the call with her name from her fans in the stands, calling out the supporter. Watch that left edge. That's where she goes too much on that! Well, I'll tell you what, goalkeeper did well when you've got a striker charging down in your eye line. She held her nerve and held the ball. See it on replay here. Did very, very well. It's easy enough to take your eye off that. It's a good set piece. That far edge, they've almost left that behind. Again, a bit of a stop and have a look. It's a good through ball here. We've got some toe if we can get there from Darwin Olympic. Defender comes in to block the run and we'll kick that out for a leaving throw. Darwin throw, that is. Last 10 minutes of normal time. We could be going to double extra time, Axe. Past my bedtime. Don't go anywhere though, if you're watching.
Well, certainly going to be an exciting and fiery finish to this, whether it finishes in regular time, goes into extra time, or do we see a penalty shootout tonight? Dave McRae here in what is a blockbuster of an elim final here in the Darwin Football Stadium. Larrakia Park, Darwin, Northern Territory.
Shoots. She came in from last week like a freight train, put the boot on that and sent it well wide. The oh look, the Darwin Olympic coach is out of the technical area. The fourth official hasn't seen it. He's well out of the technical area. He's yelling at his charges.
Gianna, get the right back.
Gets her right back. So he's calling out. Is he calling out? Number 9, Tiana Cotis. So making some changes. No one home there for a live pick. Well, almost no one home. Also going quick to get the purchase on that. Should come off. No, it shouldn't. Now it will. Again, very congested in the middle of the park. Lots of numbers. She wants to spread this wide. Puts on the afterburners. Here's a good through ball for Chen. Chen couldn't get it on the first touch. They'll reload again. Again looking for Chen. Chen busts her way through. Uses strength. Evans did well, does very well, good ball. Flag stays down in the box, goes for the cross, there's no one home. They'll concede the corner. It's all happening here at Darwin Football Stadium. Cross in to the courtesy of the captain, Claire Tyson. There's the ball at the back, rising above. They'll get a second bite of this. They might be able to, no. Clearing kick, up and under. Eventually, they'll get to reload here. To clear it here. Not sure what that shot was for. Now they get to go on the counter, do Darwin Olympic. Puts the through ball in, but not enough on that one. Casuarina will count it out. Good through ball in. Chen, he's got plenty of pace. Will pick this up here. And concedes another corner, does Olympic. In the shadows of normal time. Not a betting man, but pretty sure the odds of going to extra time are pretty short. You were saying, Axe?
Coach is just suggesting to support your sister, so a bit of sibling power out there from the Darwin Olympic.
Here's the cross. It's a good one at the back. Couldn't rise above that one. They might get to counter here, though. Kick set, through ball, opportunity for Casuarina, kicks! Great keeping work! Held her nerve, stuck her right mid out, said not today.
And the acknowledgement from the bench was something worthy of the highlights reel here, Dave.
Keeps her team in the contest. Right, referee waves that one off. Chen, she's got pace to burn. Has to beat two though, does very well. Goes inside, opportunity here now for Chen. She's got to beat three. Three's too much. Counter now, turns, goes. Now, it's going to run out though. She's not going to get there. It will be a Casuarina throw.
Quite lucky the Darwin Olympic players got in there hot and hard in that last set from Casuarina Football Club. It feels like that could have been quite dangerous getting that close to the nets with that much space, and it would have been the keeper on that player, so lucky for those guys.
It's just foul. You almost got a touch there, Axe.
Yeah, I feel if I touch the ball tonight, I'll be getting a yellow card from the interchange officials. So, you know, the rules, Dave McRae, and I'm touching it with your hands outside the
Here we go. Opportunity now. Great ball in. Oh, stripped of it, though, was Rodden. Only a few minutes left of regular time.
We look to have another interchange card in the coach's hand, so we'll be interested to see where that one is played out. Some hydrolytes for player number 8.
So no one in particular hurry. It's almost like we've accepted we're going to extra time. 2 semi-finals, 2 lots of extra time. That was the first good touch, though. Lost the handle on it. Tries to make amends. There's plenty of players around this. Eventually Darwin will clear. But only as far as the fullback for Casuarina. Just playing around with it here. Gage Pearson will clear out to that close edge. Good through ball, plays Chen in. Will the ball stay in? It will. Just holds it up. Still in play here. Squares it to the middle of the park. Good. She has a shot, and I'm not sure that was the best option.
Not a whole lot of power in that fire shot on goal.
Well, it's almost like there's a few minutes left, so we're just going to throw caution to the wind. See what comes up. High throw, rising above that. Chen uses a step ladder. Kitsos couldn't get through there, but in the end wins the throw. Contact there from Gage Pearson. Didn't put Kitsos off because she's won the ball. Goes inside, good through ball, but finds the defender at the back and she just goes bang, get it out of there. Don't want any of that. Couldn't quite get the pitches on that she wanted, and it will be a throw-in for Casuarina. As we tick very, very close to injury time now. I think, what is that, 1 minute and change left on regular time. So unless one of these teams can pull something, a rabbit or a goal, out of the hat in the next few minutes, we are going to extra time. At the back, cleared out well. A lot of aerial ball here. Coach Pearson just whacks it on the boot, looking for a friendly, and it will be Chen. Can't get through two.
Regular time almost burnt up and away here. Dave McRae at the Larrakia Park.
We'll wait for the signal from the referee of how much added time we've got.
Indigo Burrows looks to be a substitute as we go very close to extra time.
Chen rises above there, just gets the hand up from her opponent. She is probably the smallest player on the pitch, but plays like she's 6'10". And there she is again. Couldn't quite get hold of that. Here she comes now, the diminutive striker. Long range shots off target. Referees checks his watch. As we have a substitution coming in.
Burrows set to go on. And Romy Milligan goes to the bench for extra time play at 11 o'clock p.m.
She looked like she earned every bit of that too.
Milligan's certainly been working hard tonight here, Dave, in Larrakia Park.
It's an arm. That is a handball. Sorry to cut you off there, Axe. So that will be a free kick outside the area. As we are well inside injury time now.
60 minutes left of this Friday evening, Dave McRae, and then we're into our Super Saturday of Sports.
There are players on their haunches, on their knees. They are ready for the break. But here is possibly the last page to be written in this book. Tyson Clare just brushes the upright on the left. Claire Tyson, the skipper. And looks like, did that take a deflection? Because we're having a corner kick. Launches in, flat. Dealt with well. On the counter. Can't get through the fullback. They're going to clear this here now. An opportunity to reload. Although that's full time. 2 semi-finals. And 2 semi-finals going to extra time. So almost a carbon copy of the first game. We went into the break with even Stevens and then a goalless second half. We have extra time, 2 halves of 15 minutes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Was it 90 minutes of football that we've had so far? After the big break, both teams will have 15 minutes each way, 30 minutes total extra time to try and get a result of the match. It is still drawn after that at a time. We will get the result of this.
So, if you heard that on the PA, thanks to our ground announcer, so a minimum of 30 minutes plus a 2-minute break in between. We're having a look at the stats now. Casuarina, 20 shots on goal and 9, 10 on target versus 6. Fouls are pretty even. 1 yellow card to Darwin Olympic. But 20-9, it's almost like a carbon copy of the first game. We're going to take a quick break, allow us to gather ourselves and get some refreshments before we gear up for a second extra time game in the semi-finals of 2025 for one of these teams they get to play next week for a chance to play in the grand final for one. For the other team, it's the end of the road in 2025. We're seeing some work on the sidelines at the moment. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back for the extra time and second semi-final. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you shortly. Welcome back, Darwin Football Stadium. It's extra time, ×2. If you saw the first game, we almost got to 120 minutes plus before we had a winner. In this game, however, the winner goes through to next week. The loser, well, they look forward to 2026. We're all tied up at 1-1 at normal time. Now we've got 30 minutes extra time. What's the story to be written here and who's going to write it? My name's David McRae, and joined on the sidelines is Axel Deathmore as we get underway. Casuarina, we just spoke about the stats at halftime. They have been dominating those stats. They've had 20-odd shots on goal, more than double that of Darwin Olympic. And if you're unaware of extra time in the game of football, it's not like rugby or rugby league or anything else like that. It's you must play the full 30 minutes. So you could score 10 goals in that extra time period. You have to play the entire 30, so two 15-minute halves. And I can tell you that the middle aces are if they're still awake, are probably watching this and they're probably loving it, because they also played 120 odd minutes. So they'll go into next week's game a little more fatigued than they normally would. However, their opponent is also going to be fatigued, because it's going to be one of these. So they'll be hoping that it goes as long as possible. Well, it will, of course. They're probably hoping it's even going to penalties. Who will write themselves into the history books for these clubs? High kick. Very physical contest, as it has been all night. Good deft touch there. Turns their defender inside out. No one's on the end of that. Going to play that down at Axe. Are you in the crowd already, son? What's going on there?
Well, Dave McRae, this is the best seat in the house, I must say.
Of course it is.
If you're in Darwin and you want something to do tomorrow night, come down to Darwin Football Stadium, Larrakia Park, because I tell you what, this is a comfortable place to sit and to watch all the action.
I've got a feeling it will be absolutely packed tomorrow night too. The four best clubs in the Men's Premier League.
Well, I'm hearing from the coaching benches that this is going to be a sellout stadium tomorrow, Dave McRae.
Sellout stadium. Fair dinkum. Well,
yeah, what? It'd be hard to get out of this. It's actually quite cushioned up here, Dave McRae. It'd be hard to go back down onto the sideline.
Oh, that wind's picking up again. Comes and goes. And we've got our first corner kick of the extra time period. And it will be Casuarina. No, it's not a corner kick. I apologise. It is a free kick, set piece. There's no wall up in front of here. So just going to swing this into the box. No. In comes the defender now. Their set pieces have been good. What have they got here? Inside, rises above. No one gets purchase on it. The ball run out the back.
Cheers, take it easy.
Ball's gone over sideline again.
Well, I guess I better head back down to the sideline.
It's tough life, eh?
Soaking up the hospitality. Tough life as
It
a
is tough
sideline
life.
reporter, Dave McRae.
Referee's found a free kick. We'll clear out. And we've only gone a few minutes into extra time, but both teams seem to be keeping their powder dry at the moment. Played down, the 2-7s come together. That's a good through ball on the right. She's got a player in the box if she can swing that in there. And she just sort of fell asleep. That far edge, the diminutive striker Chen almost, well, she manages to keep that in. No, she didn't at the end. Sold everything. Fell over, and the ball eventually did go out. Pushed off the ball there, good use of the body. Inside the park is a good through ball, but there's no one at home here. Should be cleared out by the fullback. She wants to run it. Does well. Although stripped of it here, she just kind of gave up there. Morgado just clears that.
How's the weather treating you? Always good, brother. Always good.
Throw in now, Indigo Burrows. A little bit of a handball there. Nobody saw it, or they did, yes. The referee just takes his time to blow the whistle. Olympic coach revving up his charges. Kitsos, Katrina, the number 18. Her opportunity now with their first set piece of extra time. All those watching online, thanks for sticking with us.
Like I mentioned, David, carbon copy approaching the 100th minute.
It is a carbon copy, isn't it?
It's like when you really, really enjoy a TV program and you just tune it back a bit, or you just rewind it.
Good ball in. Didn't get purchase on that. They're mucking around with it at the back. Eventually they tried to come through. Barnstorming way. Kitsos can't get to that one. It would be reloaded here. She didn't get the purchase on that. Chen pushed over. Referee says advantage. Play on. Still going. Oh, just stopped. Stopped. Did the forward, the striker for Casuarina. Not entirely sure what the thought process there was. Chen, though, is, again, I think she is...
Play it down for the Darwin Olympics to have a wardrobe malfunction in front of the Darwin players.
No boot's off. Is that Kitsos?
She's trying to relace it so it fastens onto her foot properly.
Well, just on the sidelines, trying to fix her boots. She tries to use the body to play that one. And
Coach is telling her to get out into position. She's protesting her shoelaces and done up. They reckon, don't worry about the shoelace, just go and play the game.
So Kitsos is back in the play now. She's important for them up forward. Launches it. She runs onto that. Didn't get through the defensive line though. And on the counter, good through ball. Watch for Chen here on that far edge. The keeper will come out and clear out though. Launches it into the stratosphere. Allowed to bounce. Collect on the half volley. Did well there. Although there was too much sauce on that one. Back to the keeper. Deja vu. Got to launch it again. That one not as deep this time. Kitsos does well. Second effort though. Lost the handle. Here's the counter. Chen on that far edge. Got to hold it up. She wants to come inboard. Swings it into the box. Second bite. Shoots it, goal. Keeper just let that bounce on the half volley. Almost, well, did lose the handle on it. Has to go back and get it.
Go, Bella. You're not going to lose with her.
Inside the middle of the park. Good ball as the call from the Darwin Olympic coach. Doesn't find her teammate though, and Casuarina will get an opportunity to reload. At the back, again, it looks like Chen is now playing wide. She is a handful, got plenty of pace. She's on that far edge, looks to cross it in. Opportunity, shots on goal, right at the keeper though.
Get up, girl, get up.
Chen is causing havoc. I think she's got something to say. She's got a chap to the right in this extra time. Again, at that far edge, although this time was read well by the defender, is all over her like a cheap suit.
My calculations are correct. We'll be inside 6 minutes of this first half of the extra time. Get the nod from the touchy, from the Lions ref.
Shoots with no real authority. Cleaned up by Olympic. Sends that to the left. They're almost creating a wall now at Casuarina, just peppering the goal. Diving tackle there, just collected the boot. No advantage, referee calls it back. And the player committing the foul is the one that's on the deck. Lily Royden was going to take the free kick, but not. Now look at that. I like a bit of that. There's opposite number stretching out the hamstring, stretching out either the hamstring or the calf, and expect more of that to happen. We saw plenty of that in the first game as we went deep into the 120-minute mark. It will be Taylor Evans with the set pace. He's going to launch this. Watch that far edge of that post. Too much, off the crossbar!
So close to sorting this game out, Dave.
So I'm not sure. I think that was a shot on goal. It was an attempt. Will that ball stay in? It will. Just needs to hold it up. The defender falls over. Still going. Rides the baseline. Shoots it inside the box, but there was no one home. Just 3 defenders for Casuarina. Ball falls over the edge. Players fall over. Casuarina will get the ball. So another shot on goal for Casuarina. They're racking them up. Again, it's a carbon copy of the first game. Darwin Olympic doing exceptional defensive work here to keep themselves in the game. Here's a good through ball now. Royden has lost the handle on it, beaten by the defender. It's going to run it over the line for a Casuarina throw. Short throw in. Going to come back to Royden. No, she turns it inside into the box. Again, there's no one home for Casuarina. They might get a second bite here. In the middle, throws a defender out the way. Pushes her into next week. Testing the physical strength of the grass. Goes down this close edge, Royden with the head up, but only as far as the full back. That looks like they might clear. Centre the stratosphere here now. The ball allowed to bounce. Tries to play it to her advantage and put too much on that. Getting really close to the first stanza of this extra time period. 15 minutes each way. Plays in the centre of the park now. Casuarina will have an opportunity now. She wants to go for a run. Good deft touch. Plays in Royden. On that far edge, is that Chen? I don't think it is, no. In the middle of the box. Lands fortuitously, but she just lost. Well, I think referee found a free kick anyway. They're liking that far edge of Casuarina. If the ball is going to hit the back of the net for them, I think it's going to come courtesy of a play down that far edge. Who is going to write their name into the history books of their club? Who is going to propel them into next week and a chance to play off for a grand final? As we get within 30-odd seconds of the first period of extra time, it is deja vu all over again. It's a carbon copy of the first semi-final. Crowd spattering. It has thinned out a bit as you'd expect. All the kids are gone home, past their bedtime. Past mine too, just quietly.
This would be about when I'd be starting to go out for some evening entertainment, whining and dining, Dave McRae.
Well, just like the first one, the first semi-final, the first 15 minutes of extra time in this game has resulted in the same position we started in. 1-1. So it will be, I think, like a 2-minute break, if that. And then we'll swap sides and we'll go again for another 15 minutes. And if we can't break the deadlock, of course, we will go to penalties. But we will play the full 15. We must play the full 15.
Pushing well into Friday night now, Dave. It's 23 minutes past the hour.
Well, we've had an extra hour of football today, haven't we? So, an hour of football. If you don't have enough, well, we've given you some more. Courtesy of these 4 clubs.
Of course, Super Saturday, Dave. McRae coming back to the top end tomorrow with 2 phenomenal games of football.
Yeah, from all accounts, I've been told there'll be cracking games too. And as you've dropped the penny. You got some inside knowledge. Apparently, the stadium's going to be rocking. So,
I feel it's going to be an early night. I think I might have to leave the whining and dining until maybe next weekend, Dave, because I think tonight's going to be important we get good sleep because we got a big call tomorrow, of course, going into Saturday night football here in the top end, Larrakia Park.
Yep, it'll be a cracking night out, that's for sure. And I'm really looking forward to it. So I've seen a couple of those teams played already this year.
Of course, we'll be looking forward to the team sheets getting handed to us tomorrow, of course, ahead of the kickoff.
And we'll do some sleuthing and make sure we get pronunciations correct. Although we had some really good assistance tonight. So that's actually a good point from Albert, our grand announcer. These 4 officials have done both games. So they've actually done an extra, just like us, an extra hour of football, and potentially penalties as well. So keep your thoughts to them, because unlike us, who have been sitting here talking our heads off, they've been running around for an extra hour tonight. So good on them, and I'm surprised they haven't cramped up.
I want to give a shout out to that man standing on your left, Dave McRae, and the man to his left.
Oh, yes, the crew.
Yes. The gentleman
crew,
swinging off the back of those cameras.
Yep.
They're doing a phenomenal effort
I'll tell you
tonight.
what, yep, it is tough when you get to, you had an extra hour.
The unsung heroes to every live broadcast
That's
ever
right.
in national sporting.
Someone needs to be behind the cameras, of course, and they've been on their feet since 6 o'clock, so they've done exceptionally well. And we've got another 15 minutes plus. Here we go. Who is going to add to this script? They kicked that long. Quick high press. Is it a first opportunity? Inside the first few seconds of the second half of extra time, swings it to her right, can't get the purchase on it, kicks it straight into the defender. Quick counter here from the courtesy of Chen. And they're coming through to pick the pocket. Chen wants another shot at it. They'll play it back. Didn't get the purchase on that. Floater at the back, don't let it bounce. Let the bounce, you invite peril. Casuarina on the counter. Holding it up, looking for something up forward. There's no movement. I'll put a through ball in. Didn't quite thread the needle though. 3 players come together. And it is the 2 in red that went out, but they'll find the touch line, the sideline there. And Casuarina will get to reload with a throw. Plays that well, tries to turn the defender. Will go back in the middle of the park. Did well, strength. Who will get to this ball first? Tries to play that behind herself. Launched. Didn't quite get the touch she wanted on that one. Again, up in the air. Will it hit the deck? Manages to keep it in. And eventually it's kicked out. She did really well there. Thought it was going over for a corner. Managed to ride that baseline, skirted the paint, throw in into the breeze, it'll land short. Top of the penalty area, tries to swing it across her body, cleared out to the back. That got a round of applause from the crowd. Darwin Olympic will get to relaunch here, just boots that into space. And the fullback has time and space. She tries to thread the needle, finds in the middle of the park now. Got to spread this wide, looking for Chen. Chen's, this wasn't enough to get to her though. She wants it back. She's going to run wide now. First touch. Well, the second touch was a little bit too tough. Crashing through, top of the park. Top of the area, I should say. Really, Royden has been instrumental, especially late in that second half and right through the extra time, and she's continued on here. Who is going to have the legs? I'm just having a look. Axe, maybe you have better insight down there, but who is going to be able to have the legs to play out this last 15? Who is showing the most amount of fatigue out there? Because it will be the fittest team, I reckon, that's going to come out on top tonight.
Jay, based on what I've seen tonight, I really think the Casuarina Football Club have got just that little bit of an edge of energy. I feel like while the Darwin Olympic Soccer Club is undoubtedly a fit team, it certainly looks to be the Casuarina Football Club who are gonna push the hardest into the closing minutes of this game.
Counter here, almost lost, did lose the handle on that, but they're able to reload here. Ducks inside, great footwork, brought down. That was after the ball though.
They could have been dangerous for Casuarina to have Olympic Soccer Club that close to the nets.
See on the replay here. She got through that one.
And about 7 minutes before we go to penalty shootouts.
Oh, there we go. We see some stretching now. So finally the officials, they're starting to feel it, and I'm not surprised. Inside the box, they let that one bounce.
Our assistant referees doing the miles tonight. The gentleman just in front of me was your main man behind the whistle in the previous game. He's gone to the touch lines for this one.
Yep, so you've got to do a lot of running.
And he has to play tomorrow.
Yeah, he's got to play tomorrow. Well, there you go. Well, good luck.
Man.
Ice baths, pickle juices.
You can see where his legs come from. They're no match to the build on my legs, Dave McRae.
Well, he's stretching out. I'll tell you what, he's making me, just looking at it, he's making me feel stiff and sore. I might need a Gatorade into tonight. Didn't quite get the handle on that. Royden. Who's going to relaunch here? Turns the defender. Can't get it. They'll get a chance here. Kicks off. And, yeah, I think fatigue's becoming an issue now. Who's going to have the legs? Chase this down. They do like they have more run here. There's Casuarina.
Go, Dave, to put it into our sideline into perspective, it's about 2,500 steps I've clocked up on the sideline here tonight since arriving to the stadium.
Well, there you go. I don't know how many steps I've clocked up. I'm just walking, I'm just moving back and forth on 2 feet. Here we go. Still, wind is now picked up again. It's just periodically blowing across the ground, up and down. It feels like it's got a bit stronger now. You can probably hear it in the mic. A lot of congestion in the middle of the park. Players go to ground. Referee's found something. It will be a free kick. Darwin, free kick. Or throw. The crowd has lulled, it has thinned, and it has lulled. Well done to those that have stayed around, stuck around. Almost lost the handle of it. They'll get to reload here. Darwin over the top. Waited for it to bounce, lost the handle of it. Almost got a headbutt, I reckon. Inside the box now, brought. No. All ball. Call for penalty, but didn't get it. That'll be Darwin ball again. They're doing a bit of attacking at the moment. Hands in the air.
Players appealing for a stoppage there. The ref was having none of it.
Play it outside with the head up. Here comes the clearance. Here's the chase on Royden. Will she get there? No, she won't. Came off her boot, so it will be a Darwin throw. She wants to go quick. Just launches that. It's next week.
Bit of fatigue for setting in there, Dave. Just going wherever we can with the kicks, but certainly these players are looking fatigued and just burnt out here after the 112.5 minutes of football played on Larrakia Park.
Yeah, still got 7 minutes and change to go before we head to penalties. Here we go. Oh, couldn't get through the defender. Just launches that to the left. It's a chase. Looks for the cross in. Tries to turn the defender. I'm not sure if that was the best option. There wasn't enough sauce on that one. Keeper wants to launch this really quickly on the counter. Didn't quite get the touch on that. Here it comes through. There's the challenge. There's no support though. And that'll run out for a corner. It did well. Again, it was 3-on-1 there, plus the keeper. Managed to put the pressure on. Put on the afterburners and won themselves a corner.
Definitely feel the coach would have wanted a lot more support in there for that lone player. She had the opportunity to set up an attack and possibly a match-winning goal. Even I'm a bit tired of my tongue, Dave. But yeah, I think if the coach would have liked to see a lot more support in there.
In the box, at the back, had to tap that over the top, did the keeper. They might get an opportunity to reload. They will through a set of hands. That will be a throw. Five minutes is the call. There's a lot of pepper on that throw. It comes off well. They're going to have to go backwards to go forwards. Look for the switch here. Chen chasing down, harassing. Didn't find the spot, and Casuarina will get to reload here. That kick had a lot on it. Way too much for Chen. And she'll kick it out. Not sure she meant to do that. But all of a sudden we're back down the other end, and Casuarina gets a counter. Gage Pearson throws it in the top of the box. All players lost the handle on it. It'll be booted over the sidelines, and it will be a corner. Over the baseline. The set piece have been good. Casuarina.
Maria Caprio from the Darwin Olympics puts on the interchange bib. Substitution in the closing minutes of the second term for extra time here.
Having a discussion with the fourth official is the coach for Darwin Olympic. Not sure he's liking the answers he's getting. Here's the cross in. It was low. Good purchase on it, but the radar was off. A rangefinder. They've peppered the goals, have Casuarina.
So a discussion there with the fourth official just in regards to players standing where they're prohibited to stand during play.
Well, that is correct. You've got to be in the technical area, and I did mention earlier in the game that the Darwin coach was well outside the technical area, but no one picked him up on it. Casuarina, good ball in, although there's a defender at the back. Took an arm there.
Looks to be going to a penalty shootout. I'm starting to feel, Dave. It's really
to
look like that.
Don't call that too early, because I was up there saying that in the first game, and then was made to look like a fool, which isn't that hard, to be honest.
4 minutes from the courtesy of the fourth official.
Yeah, Royden. So there's Chen.
24 minutes to the midnight mark here in the top end.
Yeah. Players definitely don't want to go to shootout. They want to win it in extra time. Wants to play on quickly inside the box. That was a good ball in. Challenged at the back. Used their body well. Ends up conceding the corner. We just got a feeling that the dam is just being pressured. Is it going to break? Can this defensive effort from Darwin Olympic hold up for the next few minutes? It's almost a carbon copy of the first game.
The big question now we all ask, Dave, is that we're going to see a match-winning goal in the closing 3.5 minutes of extra time.
Evans, ball in, running through, couldn't rise above that. Coming storming through, launched into it but couldn't get high enough to get the contact on it, and that far edge, strong contact there. It will be a Casuarina kick as we get perilously close to the end of extra time. Is there something to be written here? It was about this time in the first game when the goal was scored. The winning goal turns the defender inside out, still has possession, still going. Eventually will be cleared, but only as far as Casuarina. They want to square this up. Goes backwards. They've got numbers to the right if they want to use them. Here comes the cross. I'm not sure what that was. Bit of a waste of possession there, and quickly the keeper wants to go. He's got to launch this up and under. Did well, just Kitsos used her strength to push Chen into next week. Picks her up though. All's fair in love and war. All's fair in love and football too. Smallest player on the park, but she's playing with the biggest heart, that's for sure. And again, a bit of deja vu, Axe, because it was close to a set piece that ended up getting the result.
Minutes to go, Dave. This player will be feeling the pressure from all angles.
Launches it into the
This is
breeze.
the
It's
moment
gonna
we've been
hold
waiting
up.
for.
Bolts in the box. Is that a handball? There's a call for a penalty. It's waved away. It will be a corner. Here's the replay. You make your decision. There's plenty going on there. Whoa. So, the crowd likes that replay. Thank you very much. Here we go. Another set piece. Top of the box. Chen gets her head to that one. Flying through with the kick. Can't get the radar on. And they're going to... That's it. That's regular time. And we are going to a shootout.
What a thriller. Friday night football at its best, ladies and gentlemen.
120 minutes. There's two teams can all be separated. Of course, the question now is who takes these kicks? The pressure now turns, and it's now the keepers.
Referees just reminding the players to please maintain the pitch limitations, getting the on the field, and of course the bench players to maintain their positions appropriately, and obviously being mindful of the touch lines.
Just coming together, have a chat. There's the officialdom.
They start to work out who's going to be kicking tonight.
So again, for that, when you have a shootout, the pressure is always on the keepers.
18 minutes remaining of Friday, the 12th of September. This is good, Dave. This is good.
So plenty going on. I'm not sure what the officials are. They're quite animated in their chat. speaking with the football NT officials now. So there's a lot going on. To be a fly on the wall in there. So the penalty shootout, if you've ever witnessed one of them, I'm sure you have. It's a famous one a couple of, not that long ago in the Women's World Cup. The keeper has one of two choices, left or right. Well, actually you have three, left, right or middle. And they have to guess where that ball's going to go.
In the game.
That's just today.
That's today.
That's just today.
Well, Dave McRae, 32,000 steps from one of our match officials. Wowee.
Just heard that, so there you go.
Yeah, I'll take that data and send to my coach.
So all that's doing is making me feel tired. So, wonder how many calories that is. So ice baths, pickle juice, Gatorade, that's what the officials need, especially if he's playing tomorrow. Jeepers, playing.
Ladies and gentlemen, just for those that aren't aware how the shootout occurs, there is 5 players from each team who are initially selected or go alternating. Hypothetically, they bring the person goes on pick alternating. As my case, is the best of 5. You're still drawn after 5, you go 6, you take up, so on and so on.
Yep, so it is, so if you didn't hear that, so it is 5 players, so they choose 5 strikers. It's the best of 5. And then if it's still tied up after 5, you then go to first to miss. And I tell you what, that's a heartbreaking. I have seen many a World Cup, Champions League game decided by that.
If there's a time to be nervous in a career in football, it's right now, Dave McRae, if you're a goalkeeper.
I wouldn't want to be a goalkeeper. Like, I did actually play a bit between the posts, but penalties, shootouts, no thanks. I'd rather not. Stressful time. You become a hero or you become a villain.
Feel like the coaches would be incredibly proud of both sides here tonight and, of course, through season 2025. And how exciting to the fact it comes down after 120 minutes of fiery football. We go to a penalty shootout at Larrakia Park.
So I believe they'll toss a coin to decide who goes first.
14 minutes to Super Saturday Sports, Dave, in the top end.
Well, you've got your radio show in the morning, my friend, so...
It's going to be a bit dusty rolling into that studio, but the respectful time. I've got a 5-kilometre park run to start us off.
That sounds wonderful. So it looks like Darwin's won, and they choose the end. Now they choose who goes first. And I'm no good at lip reading, and even if I was, I wouldn't be able to see it anyway. But we're going to the right. And the 2 skippers are going to brief their teams. And it will be, is it Ryden? It is too. No, yes it is too. Nearly Ryden to take the first spot kick.
Mark. That's a good kick. In case it goes over.
And Tiffany Perryman between the sticks.
I feel like it'll be interesting to see if we see this tomorrow with a sellout stadium, DM, just how the atmosphere is going to be. But I feel like one of these goes in, it's just going to erupt in the grandstands here tonight in Larrakia Park.
Yeah, well, they've got to take 5, so it's the best of 5. So quite often it comes down to misses. Unfortunately. Here we go. Right in with the first. Goes left. Goes true. 1-0. Simplicity, my understanding, is the key. The more complicated you get with this, the more trouble you're going to get in.
Well, there you go, Dave. Just a bit of insight from my good friend Antonio. Coin toss is twice to desire first which side of goals to go, and second for them to decide who takes the first penalty kick.
That is absolutely. Here we go. Goes left, hits the post. Hit the post. As I said, it's quite often it'll be the misses that define the shootout.
Pressure will start to mount now on the goalkeeper and the kicker.
Tyson Clare, skipper. Can't you do the skipper's job? Goes right and kicks right. 2-0 so far. Huge pressure on this next kick now. So best of 3 means they need to be, best of 5 means they need to get 2 up. Kicks, scores to the left. We've seen 3 kicks to the left, 1 to the right. Pressure is back on. It's the thing with the shootout. It just swings. The pressure swings.
Number 17 is next.
Right again. 3-1. This kick now from Kitsos. If she makes it, they're still in this. If she misses, Casuarina will go through. Kitsos scores. Brittany Hedges, her opportunity now. She had a fair bit going on late in that extra time period. Got a bit frustrated. Couldn't quite find the back of the net. Saved! Tiffany Perryman absolutely loved that.
Now the atmosphere really builds out Larrakia Park in the stadium, Dave McRae.
Well, I don't after 120 minutes, I don't think it was going to be simple. Can she tie it up here? Shoots. Saved! Pressure back on. 2 saves in a row. Casuarina still with the advantage. She's taking forever and a day to get to the spot. She is in no hurry. Maybe it's some mind games. Maybe it's 120 minutes of football. I don't know. But she is in no hurry. Oh, they've won! Casuarina are through! Well, there's always a winner when it comes to a shootout, but it never feels like it's justified because you had 2 teams go hell for leather for 120 minutes. They couldn't be separated. But in the end, very similar to the first game. The team that's come out on top is the team that dominated the stats. So, Casuarina live to fight another day. The ace with a date with the Aces lined up for Darwin Olympic. They were gallant in defeat. In the end, dragging this out to penalty shootout. A fantastic defensive effort from them. They had to weather a massive storm from Casuarina. We haven't seen the final stats, but the shots on goal were more than 2-1. But in the end, it was the team that dominated play. On the stat sheet is the team that that came out on top. It's very similar to the first game. And Axe, I think you've got the victorious captain down there, do you?
Sure do, Dave McRae. Wowee. After 120 minutes of grueling football, penalties, extra time, penalty shootout, you're through. You're going in for another chance at the big game.
Yeah, obviously it's not the way that we wanted to do it. Everyone's going to be a bit sore, but we dug deep and got it done, and what a way to finish.
We've got another shot to go in and look at grand final glory. How does this set up Casuarina Football Club for that game, and what's important things we need to take away from tonight's game to take into that next game?
Oh, just the little things that we've got to work on. Obviously got a tough competition in Mindle, but they did the same thing as us and played extra time. So everyone's going to be sore, and we just got to focus on getting ourselves right for the game.
From tonight, there is a lot of stuff to review. Now, what's some the stuff that you'll be taking through training to keep the players fit and injury-free going into the big game?
Yeah, it's mainly focusing on recovery, getting our bodies right. Obviously, training's important, but at this stage of the season, it's all about how our body recovers. So we're focusing on that and getting our touches right and getting ready for next week.
Good luck in the next appearance, and congratulations on tonight's effort.
Thank you very much.
Back up to you, Dave McRae.
Well, thanks, Axe. Great insight again. 240 minutes plus football in the semi-finals of the Women's Premier League tonight. Oh, we're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to do it again. Why not? Thanks very much for joining us. You see some of the highlights being played out now. Don't forget, tomorrow, same time, same place, same back channel. It's the Men's Premier League live from Darwin Football Stadium. Thanks to YouTube. Thanks to everybody. Go home, have some rest, because tomorrow's going to be a big cracker. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.